Hey, what's up guys? This is the Whitehouse 39 and today I'm bringing you a deck profile for my vampires. Shadow Vampire when it focuses, there we go. This is a deck I find it's my most competitive deck I would say. So, let's jump right into it. I'm just going to go through all of the cards first, then I'll go back through them in detail and why they're here, essentially. So for the vampires we play Fleet Shadow Vampire. It's one of the main monsters of the deck. Fair. Don't know. Yeah, it's one of the main monsters, just, normal, search, overlay, rank 5 toolbox. We play 2 Duke when that focuses. Duke, a lot of people don't use. I use 2 because it's useful when you've got the vampires in the glaive. And unlike Shadow Vampire, if you summon something with Duke, if I'm right, that other monster can attack, and both monsters can attack essentially. Plus, when Duke's specialed, send a spell trap or monster, and that activates Kingdom, or Empire. I prefer Empire. 3 Sorcerer, this is the Searcher of the deck. It's on 1/5 attack and defense, and it goes up to 2k attack with Kingdom. And when it's destroyed by your opponent, you can search any vampire card, which is extremely useful. And then, say it dies, you add Shadow Vampire, you banish it from the grave, and you normal summon Shadow Vampire without tributing. Really useful. I only play 1 copy of Glace because I've got the 2 Dukes to send, but when I don't have the Dukes, or when I don't need them, I can just go Glace for the once per turn sending. And it's on 2/5 like Duke when there's Kingdom. But what's good about Glace is, if Glace is in the glaive and you go Shadow Vampire into Duke, you can pay 2k special Glace back. So you've got a rank 5 and a Glace, which is really good. We play 1 copy of Vampire Lord because I have other rank 5s that I don't need, and this isn't just vampires, it's zombie vampires, so the zombie engine does come into play quite a bit. And then because of the 1 zombie lord, I play the Vampire Lord, sorry. I play a Vampire Genesis, which I'm debating still, because when I've play tested it, it's worked really well because of the fact that I can just get Lord out really easily. But if Lord gets banished, Genesis becomes dead, which is a problem. Okay, now onto the zombie engine. 2 copies of Mizuki. I know it's at 3 now, same with Plague Splitter, but it works at 2 for me, because it doesn't... Well, I wouldn't say Mizuki's all cloggy anyway, because it's a 4, but at the same time, I just prefer running 2. The same with all my other... Basically every other zombie in this deck. 2 Zombie Master, because Zombie Master's useful. 2 Goblin Zombie, because... Again, it's useful, it adds all your vampires. 2 Pyramid Turtle. I didn't use Pyramid Turtle originally because of the fast format, but then I realised that this format is slightly slower. So, get attacks are more like happening than just destroying, which is why I only use 2 and not 3, because it still happens. And then, like I said, I know it's at 3, but 2 Plague Splitter, because this is more of a sync engine. I mean, this isn't as much of a sync engine as it is a Exceed engine. And then our final 2 monsters are 2 Veiler, because it's Veiler. For the spells, Fleet Kingdom, it is the field card, it is one of the best cards in the deck. Obviously, you can't do anything with Kingdom without monsters, but it's the best spell in the deck. All your zombie types gain 500, and if a spell sent from their deck to glaive, you can pop stuff. And you can send a sorcerer, so if you've got that level 5 in hand, you can banish it and then summon it. 3 Book of Life, what can I say, 3 Monster Reborns, and with Zombie World, which I've sided, you can summon anything. Not just, well, say you have a Scrap Dragon in glaive, Zombie World, Book of Life, you can get the Scrap Dragon back. Really useful. 2 Instant Fusion, because I run 2 level 5 fusions in the extra deck that I can use to get out, either I can use to sync with, or as overlay material. And 6 more spells, we use 2 Lance, because it's Lance, obviously. Dark Hole, so it's not banned yet. 2 MST, because I've got Kingdom to pop cards with, so I don't need MSTs as much, but when you need them, you need them. 1 Call of the Mommy, which I'm still debating, because It's useful at first turn, other than that it's kind of useless. Because this deck focuses on field control, so you'll want as much field control, and Call the Mummy's useless with field control. And then for the final 3 traps, because we only run 3, Torrential, Force, and Bottomless. They're the only 3 traps I really see necessary in this format. I've got Veilers, so my Fiendishes can stay sided, so it's not much of a problem. Side deck next, before extra. Now, this is a weird side deck. It's not a... It has some normal cards, but it also doesn't, so bear with me. Red Eye Zombie Dragon. I side that in when I side in my Zombie World, because, you know, you destroy their monsters and you can special summon it. I also side it in when they have a monster, when they have plenty of monsters over 2/5 that Blam can't get over. Well, like Shadow Vampires on 2k, all the vampires are on 2k except for Sorcerer, all level 5 I should say, 5 and 6. And Red Eye's Zombie Dragon is on 2/4, so with Kingdom it goes up to 2/9. So if there's something that, say, Stardust, if I go into Red Eye Zombie Dragon instead of Shadow Vampire, it basically saves me. Paladin of Cursed Dragon, this is another one I side in. My side deck focuses on making it both a just zombie deck, which is what I got Paladin in, and also as a bit of, you know, the general side and material. Paladin, I just, 1, I like the artwork, and 2, it's not that he destroys, so if I've got Paladin and something else, I can destroy it and then special it with Paladin's effect, which is useful. Marionette Might for mirror matches and Zombie World, because with Zombie World, all monsters on the field and any graveyard become zombies. Now, if this says you can discard this card to the graveyard to take control of 1 face up fiend or zombie your opponent controls till the end phase of this turn. In your phase, that can steal monsters. In your opponent's phase, it can steal monsters. Say you're playing Light Swans, you've played Zombie World, or you're playing Zombie Swans because they like to use zombies sometimes. Oh, you've dropped a JD on me. Pay a K, destroy every card you control, and all cards I control, and then I'll discard Marionette Might and take control of your JD till the end. Then next turn, get back over it. Only run 1, because that doesn't happen much, but it's useful. Liu Koki, another one that goes up to 2/9, like Paladin of... like Red Eye's Zombie, but Liu Koki goes over for Woolies and Spellcasters, so I side them when I don't side in Zombie World and I'm fighting Woolies or Spellcasters like Prophecy, or used to 6 Sams, not really much anymore. Oh, Nova Knights. Getsu Fuma's another one I side in for mirror matches because it's Fiends and Zombies, that beats Dark Worlds, Zombies, Zombie Swans, anything with Fiends, like Fabled. You don't see much of Fabled anymore, but you know, it could happen. Then on to spells. We have the Zombie World, like I've explained. It's useful, you get to steal stuff. But Zombie World destroys your Kingdom, which is bad. 3rd MST sided, no explanation needed there. 2 Fiendish, because I've got 2 Veiler in the main, and just in case they have really like swarmy decks that bash effects like Calicules. 2 Mind Clutch, because, you know, oh, you've added stuff to your hand? Yeah, bye. 1 Phoenix Wind, because it's useful. Basic traps here, 1 Compulse. And then, I was going to play 2 Threatening, but I've gone Wabaku and Threatening. Not sure why, but both of them stop you from getting OTK'd, so it's good. Now on to the extra. We basically run a weird... Well, it's not really that weird, actually, to be honest. It's a common... 2 Adrius. Adrius is Adrius. Just popping cards. 2/6, which ain't bad. Blam. Blam is the boss of the deck. It goes up to 3k with Kingdom, and you can detach 1 to steal any monster from your opponent. Anything. That's good. You can steal their Crimson Blader and block them. It's really useful. Diamond Dyer, because if they have something annoying, you can just go Zombie Master, someone else, Diamond Dyer, pop, pop. Good. Cowboy, because everyone I know has Cowboy, and it's like, oh, that'll win you games, and I'll admit, without Cowboy, with Cowboy I could have won games, but I didn't, so I got one just for that. Gaia Dragon, because, well, Gaia Dragon. I don't know why I run Gaia Dragon, but I have plenty of 5s here, so I find it useful. That's really it, to be honest. Gaia Dragon's a useful card. End of. Masquerade. Masquerade is one of those weird ones. It functions so well with the Vampire Kingdom engine because it requires 3 level 4s, and there's plenty of level 4s in here. Like you can go Zombie Master, something else. Overlay for Masquerade. Play Kingdom. Use Masquerade's second effect to mill a top card and destroy a card on their field, which is very useful. And then its first effect reads, during the battle phase, if a monster effect activates, you can, I think it's from the hand, when the opponent's monster effect is activated. No, it's just monster effect, which means you can be stopping the Gauzes, you can be stopping the Faders, just, you can go through your OTK perfectly, and it's brilliant. What pack's this from? Judgment of the Light. Oh yeah, that's the one I bought the box off, wasn't it? Yeah. We run 1 Shark Fortress, just the one, because I don't go into it much. Usually I'll do when I'm definitely gonna kill someone, or when I've got 2 annoying monsters. Then we go into our fusions. 2 Reaper on Nightmare. This is what I was talking about with the instant fusion targets. I really like the card. It's a weirdly good card. It's Spirit Reaper with more attack and can attack directly. But I'm pretty sure it can be destroyed by battle. Nope, it can't be destroyed by battle either. So it can attack directly, which is really useful. Especially, it's a bit like a cowboy, in fact. Just, you can book a life it and then just deal 800 straight away. Then for our synchros, we have a HTS Psyhemoth as our 6. Just because it's Banisher. If you can't get over something or something's annoying, just banish it. I don't have any 7s yet, just because I'm working on getting a Black Rose, but I don't know if I will. So the 3 8s that I use is a Scrap Dragon, Dark End, and Crimson. We'll go alphabetically. Crimson is Crimson. This format, it fucks people up so bad, just because most people, like myself actually, like this deck has so many rank 5s in, it's unbelievable. But I can get over Crimson in this deck, whereas some decks can't. Like Dragon Rulers, when Dragon Rulers were about, if you Crimson them, they couldn't do much. It was basically a stall. Dark End is useful because it's on 2/6 and it can lose 500 attack and defense and send a card from deck to the grave. That means it can destroy Stardust, that means it can destroy Zen mains, it can get over anything that says if it will be destroyed it doesn't. Maystroke, loads of things. It's just generally useful and it's easy to get out. And I don't need to say this, do I? Scrap Dragon is Scrap Dragon, end of. It pops, it's really good. Plus with Dark World, Zombie World rather, you can get it back with Book of Life. So it's basically brilliant. So that was it for the deck platform of Vampires. I am going to be taking this to regionals, so I hope I do well. I may change things up, and if I do I'll let you know, but this is definitely going to be my permanent deck from now on, hopefully. Unless something brilliant comes along. So thanks for watching. This has been my zombie deck profile. And this is the White S39. Signing out. Peace.